Hey everyone, this is Neha and welcome back to my channel. And in today's video, we are going to learn class 10th poem number 5, the ball poem from the book First Flight of class 10th. My lovely viewers, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, do subscribe it and hit the bell icon right next to it for further notifications. This poem is written by John Berryman. John Berryman was an American poet and scholar. He is best known for the Dream Songs, which was a sequence of 385 poems. He won Pulitzer Prize for the Dream Songs and he also won National Book Award. This poem is about losing something that you love. The poet in this poem describes the grief of a boy over the loss of his ball. The ball is symbolic in the poem as it is associated with the sweet memories of his childhood. No other ball can compensate the loss. With that loss, he senses his first responsibility in a materialistic world. He learns that our loved ones and our worldly possessions will not be with us forever. Let's start with the explanation of the poem. Here are the first 4 lines of the poem. What is the boy now who has lost his ball? What is he to do? I saw it go merrily bouncing down the street and then merrily over. There it is in the water. Here merrily means cheerful and bouncing means jumping up and down. The poet is talking about a boy who has lost his ball. He wants to know about him and his reaction because he has lost his ball. Further, the poet asks himself that what this boy will do after losing his ball. When the poet says in the lines, what is he to do? Here the poet asking himself that what this boy will do after losing his ball. Then the poet says that he has seen the ball going away from the boy and he says that merrily over. Merrily over here means the ball was cheerfully jumping up and down in the street. This means that when the ball skipped from boy's hands, it went into the street and later on it fell into the nearby river. Here are next lines. No use to say or there are other balls. An ultimate shaking grief fixes the boy as he stands rigid, trembling, staring down all his young days into the harbor where his ball went. I would not intrude on him a dime, another ball is worthless. Now he senses first responsibility. Here, grief means sorrow, rigid means fixed, trembling means shaking, harbor means port, and dime means 10 cents of US. It represents money. Here the poet says that there is no benefit of consoling the boy by saying that he will get another ball because he has other balls too. He says so because the boy is feeling very sad. He is completely surrounded by sorrow. He is sad because all the memories of the childhood days went down the harbor with the ball. Means the boy is very sad as the ball which has now gone into the water reminds him of those sweet memories of the times when he purchased the ball. This loss is unbearable for him and he is very sad. The poet says that he can't even tell the boy to take some money from him in order to buy another ball because the new ball will not bring the sense of belongingness to the boy. Further, the poet says that the time has come for the boy to learn the responsibility of taking care of his things. Next lines. In a world of possessions, people will take balls. Balls will be lost always, little boy, and no one buys a ball back. Money is external. He is learning well behind his desperate eyes. This epistemology of loss, how to stand up, knowing what every man must one day know, and most know many days, how to stand up. Here, possessions means ownership, and external here means things with which feelings are not attached. Desperate means hopeless. And epistemology, it's the Greek word episteme, means knowledge. Here the poet says that the boy has to learn that in this materialistic world, many of his belongings will be lost. He personifies the ball as his belongings, be it the worldly things or the relationships he is in possession of. So, he says that he has to learn to live without them no matter what. He says no one can buy back such things for him. The poet said so because according to him, money can't buy you everything. If it does buy you some materialistic things, still it will not be able to buy the sense of belongingness. He says that the boy is learning how to stand up against the sense of lost things. This means that the boy is trying to learn the real truth of life, which states that you have to accept the miseries of life and stand up again. This is the truth which everyone has to learn in his or her life. The harsh truth of standing up against the odd miseries of life that everyone has to bear. Literary devices, anaphora, use of repeated words in the two or more lines, like what is the boy, what, and merrily bouncing till merrily over. Then we have assonance, repeated use of vowel O in the first line in the words boy, now, who, lost. And use of vowel sound E in the line he is learning well behind his desperate eyes. Repetition, what is repeated and ball is repeated. Then imagery, when poet says merrily bouncing down the street. Alliteration, use of sound B at the start of two consecutive words buys a ball back. Rhyme scheme, there is no rhyme scheme followed in the poem. Thanks for watching.